Welcome back, generals, to another Decisive Campaign's Barbarossa Let's Play, and a lot has happened here. We really want to be careful, especially here in the north. Initially, I thought this was actually going to be a really easy area to take, but we have learned after numerous attacks here that this area around Riga is actually well defended. We attacked it last turn in case you didn't see that, so I definitely suggest, if those of you that haven't seen it, go ahead and take a look. Let's attack with our SS Totenkopf Motorized Division here and see if we could change the tide a little bit. Well, nice. We actually did have a good fight. The enemy fought pretty hard, but they did eventually retreat. That's not going to help us too much, though. We need to keep breaking this line around Jacobstadt to get to Riga. So let's go ahead and hit these guys again over here. We've got quite a few men that can break through, but I'm going to try to just attack with my infantry so that my tank can follow through and cut the rail lines. Let's see if this works. Nice. We've panicked one. We've retreated one. It looks like one of them is still hanging around. He's just panicked. But we should probably go ahead and attack with a few more units. Let's hit them with all three here. We are going to send the tank in, but I think it's worth it. And Jacobstadt is open. I could actually move in with the SS, and I could only assume that bad things are going to happen if they get in there. You know, just feel bad for the people, but we have little choice now. And actually, we have few units that can move in here. Maybe no units can move into Jacobstadt right now. We're in desperate need of fuel, of course. Now, we do have a fuel supply right here. We've got a general here that should be bringing in fuel, but it probably is a good idea to get him a little bit closer over here. And let's see if we can move this guy up. We really don't want to leave Jacobstadt untaken this turn. Could we possibly move? No, shouldn't do that either. If we open this gap, no. I think what we are going to do, however, if we can't take Jacobstadt, which looks like a definite possibility here. Oh, there we go. Whew. Alright, guys. I didn't want to leave that city untaken. Nope. It's still not a Jacobstadt, damn it. Well, we're on the outskirts of Jacobstadt anyway. So we're going to just continue our assault. We're going to keep moving forward. And I'm cutting off this infantry unit for an obvious reason. Chopping it up in piecemeal here. And I hope we can do a lot of damage. Now, the scary thing here is we are getting the enemy to retreat. Our attack's still going well, but the enemy have some tanks here that I'm concerned about. I don't know why they're gold. I hope that all that means is that these are reserve units. And look at that. Yes! The glorious 121st Infantry Division moved into Jacobstadt and took it. Glory to them. So that's actually pretty good. Unfortunately, this tank is not getting anything. We need to go ahead, just start moving these forces up slowly, keep moving our lines up, and hold as best we can here. I think we can do a pretty good job holding, believe it or not. Run, you cowards! Alright, we didn't get them to run, but a little bit of damage goes a long way, especially in this game. Let's keep moving forward. I'm moving our general into Dauga, and I hope he can hang out here and hold this position for a while. We've already done a few attacks over here, as you guys can see, but we'll see if we can hit them with anything else. Even though there's a tank unit there, we've been successful with them in the past. I'm going to hit them. Nice, another retreat. These enemies keep pulling back, and guys, Moscow is right there. It's in eye's reach. Well, not for our men, but at least for us. So we want to keep pushing here. Do not want to stop. Destroy the Red Menace men. Alright, let's send some more guys up here. There's a big pocket of enemy troops right here, and I don't want them to get confident. Let's see what we can do about this. Shows them the might of the Reich. One thing is for sure, by just looking at the details and actually the casualties here, you can see that our men are no longer just having, you know, battles where they don't lose any men at all. There are definitely retreats going on both sides, and our men are fighting a tough fight now, but we're still managing to push the enemy back, and that's what's important. If we can keep pushing them back, keep weakening them, and more importantly, trying to get to those generals behind the lines. That's the real key to victory. Okay, yeah, we're going all in. Oh, we can only do, but yeah, 146, 210. I'll accept that. Beautiful, more retreats, and that tank division looks almost completely ruined. I will take one of these units, move them over here, because I want to still hit this weak infantry division with everything I have. There we go. Overwhelming German force! Getting very close to Mogilev, and as you can know, Mogilev, we're in Vitebsk, we're actually areas where the Soviet army put up a really, really serious defense. So I'm hoping they don't do that here, but I guess that's probably what's going to happen. Let's just try to cut these guys down. What is this? 10,000 German infantry. Well, they're 256. This might be our RP character. I think it is actually. I might be wrong. We're going to send him in on an attack. He will come back, little Ludwig. Nice. We didn't do a lot of damage, but we caused them to retreat. That's half the battle. Can actually get this one up to 300. And I'm going to push it at 350, going over a little bit. Nice. And as I'm doing this, I just need to keep remembering to restructure the lines, because as we move forward, guys, you know, we need to make sure that, well, as we win battles, we need to make sure that we move forward, I should say. We can't just, you know, win a battle and stay there. That gives the enemy time to reinforce, and we don't want them to we don't want to give them any time to reinforce. So this especially is a troubling area. I'm going to try to hit it hard, and I hope we can go for 300, even 400. Maybe not. All right, so let's stick to 300 and see how we do here. Not so good. So this time we actually had to retreat, and like I said, that area looks pretty strong, so maybe we should go for the weaker spots and see if we can break through here first and then try to flank the stronger area. I think that'll work. Alright, we're having some issues, guys. Now we are on the retreat, at least in this section in the south of Orsha. South of course, Moscow over here, but we're doing still pretty good in the center. So I'm going to keep this up and try to just slowly weaken these guys. I'm not going to attack with him, no way. What about over here? No. Right, let's actually see if we can move any of these guys up. I want to make sure that these units are actually strong and not easy to defeat, especially since we're going over rivers here. So if the enemy manages to push us back, that's going to be painful. It's not going to go well for us. Let's see what we can do here. Nothing at all. I don't want to forget about our Finnish front either, because we have a lot over there that we need to do to just basically cause the Russians some panic in their lines. And actually we would have gotten a 219 attack there, but I don't think that's worth it. Now onto the Kiev front. This is our swampy lowland front. It's not my favorite front at all, but I think it's a front where we could actually do pretty well if we play it correctly. There doesn't seem to be as much defense here as there is in the center, but there's still defense, and it's strong defense, as you can see here. They're just not in very good shape. So I'm actually going to hit these guys with those useless Hungarian cavalry. No offense to my Hungarian subs, but I want to get rid of them. So I'm going to go ahead and send them into the fray here. On the initial attack, they're going to be our front line. Awesome. We actually managed to break a unit, and we panicked a bunch of other units. So we know for sure that the enemy is weak in this location, and I'm definitely going to hit those tank units. Let's go for it. See, while the enemy has those general units, and that's why our goal is to destroy the general units, they can continue to bring reinforcements into these tank units, and that's going to make our job a lot more difficult, guys. See over here if we can get any more attacks. And you bet I'm going for it. I don't care if there's that many tank units. They're in bad shape. The men have no ammo, and look at that. They're retreating in force, and we did a tremendous amount of damage. So see, sometimes you can't take risks with the infantry, and you do pretty damn well. Another tank here, and oh, SS units prepared to attack. We're going to hit them 274. Of course, he's going to retreat, sending his men deeper into a nice little gap for us to just decimate, guys. Let's go for this one first. Feuer! Kiev is in our sights, Männer! Awesome, more retreats. I'm gonna go for it. Alright, not our finest hour, but killing one tank is still better than doing nothing. And we're still moving forward. The attack has not ended. And actually, I want to break down south here, and I think... Well, there's a river there, so I'd really rather break through here in the center, but that's easier said than done. So we can finally send some of these units to cut off the enemy rail lines. Oh, yes. Our Romanians are finally useful here, and they could actually bring us a pretty cool victory if we play this correctly. First, let's go for this city here. We'll give our Romanian allies the chance to claim a glorious victory here. If they can't break through here, I don't know what they can do. Come on, men. They all retreated. Well, sometimes you just have to do things yourself. First thing we're going to do is take out this unit right here, because I think once we get past the rail lines, we don't have to worry about much. Get all Romanians here in this attack, and some Germans. We could stack this up to 400, so we're going to go all in to defeat these units. Nice, we got them to retreat. Although I think we probably could have just attacked with fewer units, but I was angry. And now, move forward. We're going to be able to cut off some of these rail lines. And just slowly but surely work our way to this area. Let's see what we can do here. You bet I'm going to attack. I don't think the odds are in our favor, but you know what? Got to take some risks. And actually, that didn't go too badly. We just did some damage, but no one decided to retreat. And I'm going to go again. I'm crazy. I don't give a shit. Actually, we want to keep it at 200, so... You know what? Probably not a good idea. Let's try it once. We'll send in some more Romanians. Sorry, guys. You're our cannon fodder for now. Yeah, that's not going to work out very well. And we've learned our lesson. And this is the Romanian general here, Guiberca. We also got reinforcements this turn, guys, which is really great. And those reinforcements are going to continue to come in as people see how important it is to fight for the Reich. It will happen, I promise you that. So our Brave SS Viking division is going to be going across the river here. This may not end too well for them, but sacrifices must be made, as we've said before. We're actually going to try to hit this tank unit with both of these guys. I think we can basically destroy the tank unit. We'll be closer to Kiev, and we can go after the generals. There we go. Surprised we didn't break them, but hey, I'll take that. Wow, a lot of movement this turn, I will say that. Leave no prisoners, men. Beautiful. We broke their cavalry unit. Doesn't really trouble me too much. Cav unit is not that useful, but one down. 4 million to go, perhaps? Let's see. I'm going in with everything against this tank unit, and sadly, we can only stack up to 200, so let's go just with that. I definitely want to send my tank in, sort of even out the odds a little bit. They actually did pretty well. Both of our units seemed to retreat. Some of them stayed put. I'm going to keep attacking that unit with the rest of these guys and hope for the best. Alright, beautiful. We panicked the tanks. That's what I wanted to do, but the infantry is holding strong. So these guys are not cowards. Not by any means. Forward, men! Alright, more enemies retreating. I love it. I love it. We're inching forward day by day, but of course, taking this ground is not easy. It's painful. It's a painful grab. Let's move in these Romanians and some infantry divisions, German infantry divisions. Let's get that up to 400. This guy's going to be pulverized. He retreated, guys. First of all, we can move into the city here and take it. But another thing is I think we can start moving forward over here and moving past with our tanks eventually. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can hit him again. Use everything you have, men. All your training. And we are slowly closing this army around Kiev. Kiev may be the first city we take if we end up taking a city at all. I do hope we do. But, oh, that sounded weird. I do hope we do. But we're going to keep going for it. What can I say? There are 2 more units here that could probably do some more attacks. Nope. The Romanians are lazy sometimes. You bet I'm going for it. Pretty even fight. Alright. Let's go up to our Finnish front and just make sure that the enemy's having some trouble, some difficulties here. That's what we're trying to do, cause them as many difficulties as possible and force them to divert some troops over here to Finland, which is definitely going to cause problems for them. Let's go ahead, hit them. We've also done really well against their tank units. We probably want to keep that up. There we go. Some Soviets are already retreating. These guys are going to have to stay put for now. I'll take this infantry unit. We've also got some Germans here assisting our Soviet allies. I think we want to get rid of these guys. They're right in front of the capital. How disrespectful. And we'll send in some Germans. But the Finns actually know a lot better how to defeat these Soviets. And I think I just realized I said Soviet allies. Sorry, guys. Sometimes when you do a stream, just whatever comes to mind is what you say. I don't think it would be a smart idea to attack this. No, no way. That's a large Soviet force. But we just got to keep our eyes on the rest of these guys and keep them back. They're not going to go out for a crazy attack. At least I don't think they will. And if they do, we're going to get fair warning for that. Let's see what we can do with these guys here. You're in the wrong place, right up against the river. Prepare to die, Ruski. Nice. We forced them to retreat with one infantry unit. So these Russians know that this might not be the greatest fight. Let's take a look over here. I was going to say, I almost forgot, but I want to take a look at the actual cards and maybe play some cards today. Let's see what we've got here. So we can't play the Blitzkrieg offensive, but let's see. Some resupply. I wouldn't mind bringing some resupply to my, or some tactical support, tactical air support to my army going towards Moscow. I think that would be useful. So let's go ahead and try to give tactical air support to this army. Cannot play card. What's about here? Can't play card here. 9? Here? Yes. Alright, so we're going to play that. And the Panzer Group will receive dedicated tactical air support there. Luftwaffe 2 will fly missions from their base at Warsaw. And that's going to give us a tactical bonus, which I really like. And let's see, can we only play one air support, or one card a turn? Designate an army to Panzer Group to receive ongoing tactical air support. This is 1st Panzergruppen, 17th Army. We just gave them some air support. And this is the Northern Army going towards Kiev. I don't know if I want to give it to them. I think 1st Panzergruppen deserves the air support. Let's play the card, guys. Here we go. For artillery, direct fire support. We could give some direct fire support to our guys around Riga. I think I'm going to try. I don't know if it's actually going to do anything for us, but we are going to do our best to see that it does. I can't rest anybody yet, but eventually we will rest and refit some of these guys. Command right now. I want to just keep this pretty simple. And actually, Alka Influence will know a lot better whether I should play these cards or not. Focus staff and command resources onto an army. I don't want to do that yet. I really don't. So I think so far we've played what we wanted to. And now let's go to these decisions. Extra artillery. Artillery ammunition is already the single biggest item carried by the rail network in all 3 theaters. The rail network is struggling to cope with the demands already placed upon it, and I fear that any additional burden may overwhelm it. I would recommend not increasing the volume of artillery shells that need to be transported, as this will likely come at a cost of other vitally needed items. You know what? I'm just going to authorize a small increase. I don't totally agree with him, so here we go. It looks like Rundstedt is satisfied and Gerke is still unimpressed, but our relationship with him is good. Countermanded. Let's see. I disagree with some of your recent operational decisions, and I am obliged to countermand certain orders that you have issued to particular divisions. It's a shame that it has come to this, and you can consider my actions as an indication of my professional opinion of your suitability for command in such a senior position. Damn, I strongly suggest you pull your socks up and start exercising a sounder judgment in military matters that you have recently. This is like Alka Influence posting a topic to me. No offense, man, you're great. Let's take a look here. Okay, so we could argue with von Brauchwitz, we could ask that he reconsider or fall into line, or ignore the orders. I think I'm going to ask that he reconsider. Countermanding your orders is a drastic step to take. You petition von Brauchitz, and he reluctantly agrees to cancel some orders, but not all. Okay, that's a little bit better. And a birthday present. Wait, that Brauchitz birthday. Now, he just countermanded one of our orders, so I'm definitely going to try and send him something. Let's spend... I have plenty of political points. I'm going to spend an hour finding a present. Probably not as much as I should, but it'll increase our relationship a little bit. And it's poor, but that's better than him totally hating me. Drunken Chief of Staff. Look, you can't tidy up the mess and deal with it. You know that I can't let you authorize him to be fit for combat duties. It's just not possible. So he's had a little extra drink. Don't we all at one time or another? Have a word to him. Put him on a strict diet of water and cabbage juice, and he'll be fine. So here we go. We've got to go ahead and decide what we do about this particular Chief of Staff. Let's give him some time off. It's going to cost us a lot of political points, but I'm going to go for him. And I think that was a good outcome. Roll 4. All right, let's go ahead and continue here. Now, a sanctioned division. Normally I would deal with such matters myself, but I've asked to be consulted. The following commander has disgraced himself. General Major Franz Landgraf. It is always unpleasant to have to consider the failings of others, especially when they occur in the cut and thrust of combat operations. The hero must maintain high standards, and the exemptions should not be granted in circumstances where the conduct of a full division and the lives therein are at risk. I agree with that. Let's take a look here. We are going to allow theater to sanction commander. This is something I don't want to do, but it's not going to cost any political points. You have been wise, Herr General Obers, to put your personal preference to one side and allow von Lieb to make the sanction official. The division will incur permanent offensive and defensive penalties as a result of the sanction. That's not good, but hopefully it will work out for us. All right, let's go ahead and end the turn here and hope for the best, guys. I'm going to see if the Soviets are going to start attacking. They look pretty damaged, but not on every front. Not by any means. Okay. So I anticipate some attacks. We weren't able to get to that lonely tank division, and they'll probably take him prisoner and totally destroy him. But they're definitely not moving back as much as possible, or as much as they were. They're actually trying to restructure their forces as quickly as possible and moving fresh forces to the front. So this is going to be a tough fight, and we've got to make sure that our generals are continuing to do their job at reinforcing these units. That is of utmost importance. If not, we cannot win this war. But I think that in the center there, no matter how many men they put, we're going to break through to Kiev very soon. And that's my hope. If we can break through to Kiev, we can certainly make some demands, start moving north, and maybe cutting off the rest of the Soviet army. It's just a pipe dream for now, but let's hope that it can happen. All right, there's an attack, and the attacker was victorious. So they did manage to push some of our men back, and that was on the Kiev front. I don't like that one bit. Another attack, and we actually managed to stop that attack. That was down all the way near Odessa, and our army there is pretty weak, so I'm surprised by that. Once again, an attack, and unfortunately in Finland, the Russians managed to push forward and take quite a lot of territory. Let's hope that that doesn't continue. That's one reason I was afraid to attack again in Finland, and once again, they attacked again in the same location there near Odessa, and this time they won. We've got to be careful. They're definitely pushing strong near Odessa. We don't have much there, not much of a line. So I'm hoping that everything goes well. All right, here we go. Colonel reports of his tour to AGS. The DU units and the heavy rocket launchers have been exceedingly effective everywhere. We must see to it that this is evidently very effective weapon is put to even more extensive use. The difficulty lies in ammunition supply. Okay, we still have a few cards we need to drop for sure. But let's see, Panzer Group in summary. And here is another letter from Unteroffizier Florian. Has been telling us about the size of teeth that all the younger Russian women possess. They are unnaturally long and sharpened to a point. I'm sure it's because he doesn't want us fraternizing with the locals, but Sven made himself a crude wooden cross just in case. So that's scary, and I'm sure that went on, saying that the Russians were subhumans, possibly even vampires here, and we need to watch out for them. One thing I want to do before I end this, I need to plug this gap, or I won't feel right. There we go. And hopefully this general is still bringing reinforcements. Someone, I don't know where this tank is from, because we don't have a general nearby that's bringing reinforcements to him. That's kind of weird. Maybe, yeah, there he is. Alright, fair enough. So maybe we need to move him down a little bit more, but I think we can keep him here for now, because he's bringing actually a lot of ammo and fuel to this area. General Oberst Hoth. It reminds me of Star Wars. I know, nerd. Let's take a look here. I'm actually going to hit this guy with both of my SS units and try to break through, because if I can break through next to Riga, in Divina, I think that we can cut through pretty easily. Wow, nice. We actually managed to make them retreat, but they panicked one of our units. That's amazing. Really nice job. So we're going to try to move some units here into Divina. Not all of them can, apparently. Wow, scary. Move this SS unit here. This infantry unit, excuse me. And this guy's not getting much support. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit these guys. I'd love to take Riga before the end of this Let's Play. But I don't know if we can. Let's hit them with everything we got. Close but no cigar, and we even had a few units retreat. Of course, our SS units, they never retreat. But we're definitely working these guys down, and over time, they will have to surrender and give this city up. It's going to be a lot easier when we take the railroad to the north there, because they're still getting a few supplies, a little bit of food, and that's definitely enough to keep them fighting and to keep them happy for a little while. See, if I don't stop, I will never stop playing. Here we go. Retreat, you fools. Good. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Try to share this video a little bit more. We've definitely not gotten as many views as I was hoping for, although it's not bad, but I want to increase that number of views. This is actually a pretty awesome series, and I want to make sure that people keep watching it. And look at that. We've got some reinforcements, but they're Italian troops. That's not good. However, we just got the Motor Division Adolf Hitler, and they should definitely assist us in taking these difficult Russian positions, almost certainly. So let's see how that goes, and hopefully we'll get even more reinforcements as the game goes on. Take care, guys.